A sonnet in response to Theyre Lee-Elliott's crucified tree form, the Agony. The time being ripe, a seed came down to earth, warm welcomed by receptive humble ground. A season's secret nurturing brought to birth heaven's rooted fullness, in whose shade was found a shelter for those scorched by cruel glare, support for weary bodies needing rest, sweet fruit to counter hunger and despair, a place for every bird to make their nest. Till those shamed by such goodness brought it down, machete, axe and chainsaw had their way, stripped bare the golden blossom from the crown, tore limb from limb, brought torture, death, decay. Yet still the root, live buried deep below, gives hope that from this stump new life will grow. In the book of Acts, Peter talks of Jesus being hanged on a tree. This led to an ancient tradition of the cross being a living tree. In this painting, Lee-Elliott goes further in fusing the cross, the tree, and Christ's body into a single suffering whole. In this sonnet, I hoped to do something similar. When I was describing the receptive, humble ground into which a seed falls, I was thinking not only of the forest floor, but of Mary's response to Gabriel at the Annunciation. Heaven's rooted fullness is a phrase which I hope speaks into the nature of the Incarnation, as well as describing the glory that is a mature tree reaching to the sky. It's not a new idea to speak of Jesus in arboreal terms. An Anglo-Saxon author describes Christ as the golden blossom, whilst Jesus spoke of himself as the true vine. The life-giving properties of trees and vines in offering shade, food, rest and a nesting place are conducive to such metaphors. The reference to machete, axe and chainsaw reflect the fact that I found it impossible to meditate upon this painting without thinking of the destruction of trees with consequent effects on climate change. Forests still cover around 1/3 of the world's land area, but in just half my lifetime we have destroyed 1 billion acres. I was also mindful of this district's link with Rwanda. One of the lesser-known effects of the genocide was the destruction of forest and woodland through displacement of large numbers of desperate people. The genocide left both the population and its beautiful home country disfigured and in a state of agony. Rwanda has pursued an active policy of reforestation, and this has helped bring healing to the land and the people. The district has played its part in this in small measure, and regular visitors have noticed the difference over the years. In our devastated world, hope is possible because of Jesus, the one Isaiah describes as the shoot that came out of the stump of Jesse, the branch that grew from the roots. Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again.